gentlemen, this contest is number 6 3-minute rounds of boxing in the super lightweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black colored shorts trimmed with gold, silver and blue. At the weight scale, 9 stone, 8 pounds, 8 ounces. Tonight is his 34th professional appearance. He comes to the ring as the current Southern Area Featherweight Champion and former Southern Area Super Featherweight Champion from Kingstown, Devon. Here is Jamie, the Genius Speight. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the white colored shorts trimmed with the thunder streak and black. At the weight scale, 9 stone, 9 pounds, 4 ounces. His perfect, unblemished, pure record this evening. 7 contests, 7 wins. 3 of those wins coming by way of knockouts. Presenting from Blackburn, the undefeated Shakeeb, the Stone Alley. Timekeeper at the bell is Peter Humphrey from South Yorkshire. Preston's Jamie Kirkpatrick is in charge of the action. 6 3-minute rounds.
Punches up, watch your heads in close, obey my commands at all times, and defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, good luck to you all.
Here we go then, next up Shakeeb Ali, joined by Jack Flatley on the commentary. Before we get into this one, any news on your next fight date?
Yeah, I've got a date, but I'm just waiting off Steve. About 7 weeks' time, I'll be back in there. Yeah.
Good stuff. Have you seen a lot of Shakeeb Ali before?
No, I've heard of him a lot, but I've heard his name quite a bit. I've heard he's a good fighter. I've seen a bit on Twitter with my teammate Kasim Niaz. We've had a bit of back and forward with each other, but I've not seen him fight. I've been on the same bills all the time, so I've never actually got a chance to see him box. Yeah,
there was a lot of talk of a fight between him and Kaz, but I think it was a bit too soon for either of them. Yeah, without a title on the line as well.
I think Kasim's a bit heavier than Shaq's as well, so it doesn't make sense for fights too early on in the career. I think they've only had a few, not too many fights each, so I don't think any of them in double figures yet. So it would be a good fight because they're both from Blackburn. So once that happens down the line, it'll be a good fight.
Yeah, John, obviously you've seen a lot of Jamie, and I'm sure you've seen Shakeeb as well.
Yeah, well, I've matched all Shaq's fights. He's fast-handed, he's got nice skills, he throws a good uppercut. Jamie's super experienced, he's been in with the top level domestically. Always acquitted himself well. Last couple of fights, you can see he's kind of on the road and he's been a bit smarter defensively, not being quite so offensive unless the chance presents itself. But this is a definite step up for Shaq. Big step up, and we'll see how he comes through it.
You mentioned the uppercut as well. It's one of those shots that when he throws it, he seems to be able to just land it at will.
Yeah, it seems to be kind of his pet punch. He throws it nicely, he's got nice height, and he's got fast hands. It's a dangerous punch to throw, and as you get through the levels, leading with the uppercut, as he sometimes does, can get you in a bit of trouble. But he's got away with it so far, and it's his thing. So, but we'll see if we can do it tonight. If we can do it with a guy who's won titles at 10 round level, and he just landed it there as we're talking. If he can do it there, then it shows that it's working.
Yeah, and people often forget that about Jamie. He's won the Central Area title twice, hasn't he?
Southern Area,
sorry.
He's been around the block. He's boxed some good kids as well. He's boxed Josh Warrington, lost on points over 10. He's a good, experienced lad. Not a puncher, but really knows his way around the ring. Clever defensively, as he's showing there.
Shakeeb just started to get to him a little bit there with some of his shots.
But you know what? Shaq's is a young lad. He's got quick hands. He's got skills. Jamie's 29 now and he's had a lot of fights. Shakeeb's going to get success in the first couple, and it's whether Jamie can kind of figure something out and go to work from round 3 and 4. But that's what Shakeeb's going to stop him doing. Good round for Shakeeb there, won it well beyond the jab, landed a couple of nice body shots. But you know what? It looked to me like Jamie was measuring, seeing what he was about. I think this round or the next, we might start to see what Jamie's got in his locker and see what he wants to do.
Yeah, Jack, what do you make of that first one? Shakeeb round?
Yeah, he looked pretty dominant. He was looking off his jab. That's what you've got to do. You just got to settle in with people, with opponents like this, and then build your way into it. I think he said he's got a decent record, James Speight.
Yeah, he's got a winning record.
Yeah, 50 record. Yeah.
And he's been with some really good lads.
Yeah.
And then, you know, apart from the Joe Cordina stoppage, where he kind of got caught cold by a top prospect, he always gives a good account of himself.
Corners 10 seconds.
Yeah, and it's the perfect fight for Shakeeb, because a lot of people are talking about him as one that can go on and win titles, but this is, at this stage of his career, this is the kind of test that he needs.
This is exactly the test he needs. If he has got that quality that he's showed against the lower level, someone like Jamie Speight, you should be able to do it. If you need to learn, or if you're struggling a bit, Jamie Speight will find, like you can see there, straight away, he's trying to get his jab going a little bit more. Jamie will get into this as the fight unfolds, and it's up to Shakeeb, as the young unbeaten guy, to keep it where he wants it. Got the makings of an interesting, you know, a test, the young lion against the crafty old fox, basically.
Nice throw up to the body from Shakeeb. Got really quick hands when he throws in the combinations.
Yeah, he's slowing him down, that stab as well to the body.
Turn southpaw there.
Yeah, he does that quite often. He switches between the two, but he does it very quickly as well. I'm sure he'll get straight back to orthodox soon.
To be fair, he's had a bit of success off the southpaw, but then he's gone back to orthodox on the side there.
There's that uppercut again landing. Like you said, it's a dangerous punch to throw, isn't it? But
it is,
if it lands...
If it lands, it's one of them. There's a lot of risk but a lot of reward. But against the higher levels, if you time it wrong, you're walking onto a short right hand and you're in serious trouble. So you've got to be clever with it, you've got to set it up. That was a lovely right hand there. Yeah, he felt that.
And there's that pole we were talking about before. There's a single shot that landed then that did the damage.
6, 7, 8.
I think it was the speed that actually bothered him more than anything. He didn't see it come straight over. And being the veteran he is, he took a knee. He knew that he was a bit buzzed, he took a knee.
Yeah, and this is when you'll start to see the uppercuts and the hooks landing. When he really lets his hands go.
Just looking for that right uppercut now.
He doesn't want to rush his work. He wants to set up his shots, doesn't he?
No, you know what? He was showing the body shots, he was showing the uppercuts, then it was actually a nice quick straight right hand over the top. And this is what I'm on about the step up of opponents. A lot of guys he would have got out of there, but Jamie, with his experience, took a knee, sat the count out until he needed to, then he was clever enough to get through. Now we're going to see what Shakeeb has got in the locker. He's shown he can hurt him. Is he going to have it in the locker to now open him up? Because Jamie will go defensive now.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting, you know, but so far he's looked the goods.
Yeah, and he's got to start again in this round, hasn't he? He doesn't want to go straight out there and try and jump on Jamie. He's got to get behind the jab and do what works.
He's got to do it all over again. Look at Jamie, he's clear, he's talking in the corner. He's a veteran, he knows what he's doing. But he's shown he's got the speed and the tools in the box to open it up. So it's his joy. He's just got to go back to work now, set it up with the jab, set the body shots up, look for the shots.
Seconds out. Round 3.
Jack, you'll know, when you drop an opponent, is it difficult to kind of contain yourself and not just go wild and start throwing hooks and trying to get him out of there?
Yeah, when early on it's a bit hard, especially the first couple of times you do it. You know, you see him on floor and it's easy for it to just rush in then and, you know, get too cagey and end up losing your rag a little bit. But he's done that well. He's kept composed. He's not jumped straight back on him, and he timed the shot as well. Like going down to the body, drawing the hands down, and then you feel that overhand right over to the head. That was a good shot.
Yeah, and Jamie's gone into that survival mode now, hasn't he?
Which will be hard to get him out of. This is where you're learning. His hand speed's very good though. He's landing clean right hands when really he shouldn't be. He's picking them nicely.
You can see his confidence growing as well. He's throwing a lot more uppercuts and hooks now. But it's still that straight right hand that seems to be doing the damage.
He throws very, very, very slick, very quick. And like I say, Jamie's no mug. Jamie's been around, so he's boxing very well to be in this position here. He's going to put Jamie on the back foot. He's hurt him. He's shown he's got the tools. He's really had a dream start, to be honest. Needs more feints. He's just looking for that shot now. With a good experience fight, you've got to feint him, you've got to set it up. You can't just walk him down. See how they'll tuck up? You've got to draw him out with your feints. That's what he needs to be working on now. Getting his feints going, to perhaps draw a reaction, then use your fast hands to punish.
Yeah, and Speight seems to be seeing these right hands a little bit better in this round, doesn't he?
He's too experienced, he's too good, and especially when he's been caught. This is what I'm saying about going up the levels. You've got to draw these guys out, you've got to set them up, you've got to move the hands. They're not just there to be, you know. And sometimes an early knockdown, that's lovely uppercut. Sometimes an early knockdown can get a prospect looking for the shots and forgetting the good boxing that brought it on. So he's thinking now, he's touching, he's looking for his shots. It's better.
Another round in the bag for Shakeeb.
Yeah, 3 out of 3 that.
I think his corner will be telling him now, get back to your boxing a little bit more. He was actually looking for the shots, not quite setting him up because he'd had the success. I think once he starts feinting like he did at the end of the round, it'll be hard work for Jamie after that. But you know what, he's boxing really nice, he's using his jab, he's not rushing. Just got a few more feints on the way in. Well, easier said than done. Jamie's a clever veteran, he won't just let him do that.
Corners 10 seconds.
This one's scheduled for 6, so there's still plenty of time in this one.
Seconds out, round 4.
Yeah, I think you're right about the corner. He's just trying to set up his work a little bit more now with that jab.
He's a young lad and he's just scored a nice knockdown. He's going to go looking for them shots, and that's why you have the corner to say, calm down, let's set him up right. Don't just look for the big shots. Now here he's got to make him think. Rather than, a step across him. He keeps leaving. Notice how Jamie's getting out the same way each time. Yeah. Step across, feint, and then punish when the shot comes. See, if you feint, the shot will come, and that's where you got to use your quick hands to punish that. And step across, don't follow. That being said, this is a very impressive performance against someone of Jamie Speight's experience, to be honest. I thought this would be a little bit closer at this stage than it is.
Yeah, we said it'd be a step up, but he seems to have coped with it well, and it looks like he has in every other fight that he's had. There's the uppercut again.
You see, he's out the same way again. A little step across and you can apply the pressure a little bit more there. And if someone's moving and you apply the pressure correctly, they've got to fight with you, and if you've got fast hands, that's what you want them to do. See, he's going the same way again. Speight's actually looking to counter now. He's got comfortable again now. This might be what Shakeeb wants, but Speight's looking to draw the shots and throw a little bit back, so he's obviously got his legs back and feels good again.
It's like you said earlier, though, he's not drawing anything with the feints.
He's got to draw them punches out. He's too clever, especially when he's on the defensive, to just punch away. You can't get through these guys like that. You've got to, and showing Speight is prepared to punch, so you've got to give him the opportunity to punch, draw his punch, and then use your faster hands to punish.
It'd be nice to see Shakeeb with the body as well a little bit more when he's on the inside.
I think there, Jack, I think that knockdown has made him, because he was working the body nicely in the first round, I think the knockdown has made him go a little head crazy. He's got to go back to what was working well.
A little bit too much now, but he's still under control.
Oh, he's won every round and the 10-8 round in the second. But you've seen there, Speight had a little go, he looked to counter off his shots. I think this round you might see Speight chancing his arm a little bit and seeing what's there. He might have lost a bit of the snap, we don't know, but we'll see now.
This would be good for Shakeeb going forwards, though, because normally when he drops someone and hurts them, they stay down and that's the end of it. But this one, he's been taught that he's got to stick to what gets him these opportunities in the first place.
That's exactly right. This is a great learning fight. This is just what you want. You don't want it too hard, you don't want it too easy.
Seconds out, round 5.
And you want tricky stuff that you have to work on afterwards while still winning the rounds. Must have urged you, Jack. He's gone straight back the body.
Yeah,
there.
straight down.
I think when Shakeeb watches this back, he'll be a little bit frustrated in himself that he didn't carry on doing what he was doing in those opening 2 rounds.
That's what learning fights are for. And like I said, I expected Speight to have a little go this round. He's probably felt that the sting has gone a touch. And he's standing in there now. But this might give a chance for Shakeeb to let his hands go. See, it's always the same route. Shakeeb's got to learn
Just
to
got to
step
close
across
the ring
that.
off a little bit more.
He's fancying it a little bit now. I I think he feels he's felt the best. The youngster's slowing down a touch, and he's trying to old man him a bit now. This is the closest round so far, to be honest.
Just a bit of news from the Box Nation show. Zelfa Barrett's had to get off the floor against Ronnie Clark. A lot of people have still got him ahead, but it was a bad knockdown, I think, and he's done well to recover. He's still in there, going into the last couple of rounds.
Well, as we're talking about people having those step-up tests,
Exactly.
Zelfa is having his kind of test tonight, and we'll see how he comes through that. Fingers crossed, he does his job. So I'll be tempted maybe to give this round even, because Shakeeb has hit a lot of gloves and Jamie's actually had a bit of success with clean shots. Nothing. I would be tempted to give that round even, to be honest.
Best round for Jamie so far by a country mile.
Yeah, you could just see that he got over like the knockdown, and I think, you know, the hands slow down and the snap isn't quite as snappy, and you'll probably see this last round, he'll give it a bit of a go, unless Shakeeb hits him with something that makes him slow up. Entertaining little test though. I got Shakeeb way out in front, but Jamie's made him think.
Shakeeb showed glimpses tonight of why a lot of people are talking about him, but he's also shown he's not the finished article by any means, and there's still plenty of work to do before he steps up in levels for those title fights.
That's why they're called learning fights. He shows
Second round for your sixth and final round.
But so far, his first real test, he's passed fairly well. Just nothing silly now. Just stick to his boxing.
Jamie started to grow into this one, hasn't he, in the last round, and then this one.
Yeah, a veteran is always going to give away a couple of rounds against a young guy, having a look at what he is. And if, like, you know, with a knockdown, he's going to be extra careful, but I think he feels he's felt the worst of it now, and now he's looking for opportunities, but he's still not.
Shakeeb's working well behind them straight shots now, though, keeping that distance.
He's got to his boxing, and you know what, he stopped looking for the knockout.
Yeah.
And now he's looking nice and slick again. And considering it's the sixth round, his hands are still quick.
Yeah, nice sharp combination there from Shakeeb.
And that was the first time that United tried to give himself an angle. First time he done so, he's actually learned in the fight. He's realised you can't just blast away. He tried to give himself an angle on the rope, set the left hook to the body. Step to the right there.
Like you said, the sharpness is still there in this sixth round. It's been quite high paced, and that's very promising as well.
Yeah, his hands are still nice and quick, which is surprising really, because he's through lots of leather. See there, it's nice quick hands. And he hasn't allowed Jamie to try and have a little go in the last round. He's put it right where he wants him. If he'd slackened off, I guarantee Jamie would have been trying to nick a few little flurries, because he's a clever opponent. But no, he's kept it a nice fast jab. This is where he wants to give himself an angle.
Yeah, good last row from Shakeeb there.
Close it out.
60-54, I'll give the fifth round even. He had the 10-8 round, but a very good performance. And you know what? I'm glad Jamie got through that round and made him think.
Yeah. Closed out the fight very nicely then. Didn't take any risks in the last one like we said he shouldn't.
You know what? He went back to his boxing and looked nice. His hands looked nice and quick. He weren't looking for that heavy shot. Just let him flow. It looked really nice. I think we'll be seeing him moving up to 8 sooner rather than later, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's more than capable of doing it, and he's more than ready now after a tough test like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, contest number 6. Referee Mark Lyson scoring for Jamie Kirkpatrick has adjudged this particular contest 60 points to 54 points for your winner. Now undefeated in 8 professional contests, hailing from Blackburn, the Storm, Shakeeb Ali. Your appreciation please for Jamie Speight.